Okay, hey, this JD and FIA. Imagine if you were playing a song kind of like I Love You, Lord, Today. Something like that. Alright. I'm going to show you a move that you can do. You can kind of play off that diminished chord here. Kind of show you a run that you can do off that. Kind of go something like this. Take it like that instead. Alright, do it again. Alright, several different options you can do. I'm going to show you 4 different, out of each diminished chord that you play, you're going to have 4 different different runs that you can do. And I'm going to break that down to you. Alright, so let me show you what I'm doing. First thing, like I said, show you these 3 chords. The progression so that you can practice it like I'm showing it to you here. First chord is going to be a C major 7, C, E, G, and B. Second chord is going to be a D flat diminished chord. Left hand is D flat, E, G, and B flat. And our last chord, 2 chord, is going to be a D minor 7 chord. D, F, A, and C. So that's going to be the basic chord progression that we're going to be using for this video. Alright, so the general rule is, basically what I'm doing is, I'm playing, we know that the 7th scale degree in any key is a diminished chord. So for example, for the key of C, our 7th note, B, is going to be a B diminished chord, if we play the chord, right? By nature of the B diminished chord, by nature of any diminished chord, it's going to want to resolve up a half step. So a B diminished chord is always going to want to resolve up to a C major chord. Another example, a D diminished chord is always going to want to resolve to an E flat major chord. If I do an A flat diminished chord, it's going to always want to resolve to a A major. Now there's different places you could take it, but the first place that it's going to want to go is up to the upper half step. Alright, G diminished, it's going to want to go to A flat. Alright, so with that in mind, anytime we play a diminished chord, we're actually creating a T-Do relationship. You always heard them say Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Alright? So we got a T-Do relationship. So anytime we play a diminished chord, we have T-Do relationships. Now what we do a lot of times, instead of playing a regular diminished chord, we play a D, or we play a diminished 7 chord. And we add that A flat on top of that. And that's just simply playing the 7th and then flatten it, alright? So you just got all minor thirds. You got from B to D as a minor third, D to F as a minor third, F to A flat as a minor third, alright? So, since it wants to go up a half step, that's why we can use it in the song I Love You, Lord, Today. That's why if we're going to a D minor chord, we can always precede it with a D flat diminished chord. So listen. It doesn't matter what key we're in. If we go to the key of B flat, right, and we're playing a, just kind of show you an example. Our chord is going to be a B diminished chord. That's going to want to take us to a C minor chord. You know, so you got, so it doesn't matter what key you're in. That diminished chord is always going to want to go up a half step. So when we play this diminished chord, this D flat diminished chord, we have 4 different T-Do relationships going on. We have a T-Do relationship going on between D flat and D. We have a D flat and D. We have a T-Do relationship going on between E and F. We have a T-Do relationship going on between G and A flat. And we have a T-Do relationship going on between B flat and B. So what that means is, and a very important note is, the key is, anytime you play a diminished chord, like for example, the B diminished chord, you can always run the major scale of the key that it comes from. So B diminished comes from C major, so I can run C major on top of that diminished chord. Alright, so by me playing this D flat diminished chord, I have 4 different major scales that I can run. I can run, like I said, I have a T-Do relationship between D flat and D, so I can run a D major scale. Alright, I have a T-Do relationship between E and F, so I can run an F major scale. Tito relationship between G and A flat, so I can run A flat. And then I have a Tito relationship between B flat and B, so I can run B major. Now, the thing is, I'm still playing in the key of C. So you can only imagine, if I'm playing the key of C and all of a sudden I throw in an A flat major scale, it's going to sound very exotic on top of that scale. So I'm going to kind of show you a way that you could do that. You're not going to want to play every note in the scale. For example, I'm not going to say, Lord, I love you, and then A flat. Not typically what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick 4 or 5 notes out of that scale. It just might be the first 4 notes. It might be the first 5 notes. It might be the 6th note. You take the A flat major scale. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Alright? It might be any combination of those notes in the A flat scale. Just a random 3 or 4 notes. So for example, if I'm saying, and the key is before you go all out there, you're gonna want to outline, play at least the 1, 2, 3 of the key that you're in to kind of. So since we're in the key to C, you're gonna want to play the C, D, E to really get our ears tuned to hearing that before you go way out there. All right, so I can say. That was taking the notes from the A flat scale. Just taking since I'm saying right there already C, D, and E, I just came from the 3rd note of A flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, the 3rd note, and just ran the scale. Alright, and it's coming back down. Back to just take me to my 2 chord, D, E, and F. So once again, real quick, just throw it in there. My other options I can also run a D major. So let's say a D major. Something like that. I took the 3rd D major is here. I took the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 1 of D major and ran. So. And the key is I want to always end on one of the scale tones. A scale tone, if I'm ending on, if my final chord is going to be a D minor chord, I need to end on either a D, F, or A in my run. So I can pick any one of those notes. To the A. Then go back down to the G. Couple other options, I can also run F major. I took the 1, 2, 3, and 4 of F major. And so really it just helps you clearly see what you're doing. Alright? And then I have one more I can run B major. Alright? About B major, kind of maybe needs some work. Try it again. That B major is going to be a little exotic, but you can make it work. So anyway, yeah, like we said, you take any one of them. You got 4 different Tito relationships that you can create a run off of. Just pick random notes from that major scale. Anytime one of those diminished chords come on. Diminished chord, I run A. Take it there. Anyway, just kind of give you an idea. So just take that, create your own little riffs off of it, and I hope that helped. Thanks.